Now we move on to US-Russia. The United States may lift sanctions on Russian oil once the war in Ukraine ends, while US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has said, tying it to broader geopolitical shifts that could ease global energy prices. Speaking ahead of ongoing peace negotiations, Bessent has told US media that a formal peace agreement between Russia and Ukraine could unlock large quantities of crude currently barred from international markets, helping to push down oil costs. He has also cited stabilization in Venezuela and normalization of the situation around Iran as key factors that could bring more sanctioned oil back into global supply, further easing price pressures. While analysts say the potential removal of oil sanctions hinges on a durable resolution to the Ukraine conflict and broader diplomatic progress on Venezuela and Iran, as the Treasury continues to use its sanctions regime to influence geopolitical outcomes. Now, for this, we welcome Mr. Glenn Grant. He's an ex-advisor to Defense Minister of Ukraine and geopolitical commentator, joins us live from Riga. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Glenn, for joining us. Good to see you. Now, looking at this, is the strategy of US changing or easing towards Russia now? What are we to make of this statement coming in, the timing given, about also noting that Iran is in the picture?
It's very good. It's very good questions. I mean, I feel as though the Americans are making up their strategy as they go along, and that as they sort of like, pressing with a finger to see what happens, and then if nothing happens, then they change it and press somewhere else. And I think we've seen this, that there have been 2 or 3 things in the last week or so which have been very much against Russia. But then when you actually look at them, you have to ask yourself, are they doing this because it's for US and they want money? Or are they doing it against Russia? And my gut instinct says they're doing it because it's pro-US money and money for Trump and money for his friends, not because it's against Russia. But I think that we will see their activities keep changing as they find that some of the things that they want to do, especially with Ukraine, just aren't going to work.
And Glenn, how do you see, so if Russia or US is moving, building on your answer, this pro-US money, or for Trump is probably US's motive here, or Trump administration's motive. Maybe Trump is pushing this agenda. So how doesn't US have enough access to oil, given that they have taken Maduro out on January?
It's very interesting. I mean, Trump has basically told Venezuela that everything now, all the money of oil from Venezuela is now American and to be run by the USA. I mean, it's actually told them this, which is very strange indeed, because Venezuela actually has responsibilities towards Russia, and they've taken Maduro out. But hey, we haven't heard anything about this in the last couple of weeks. And one has suspicions that as well, that Maduro was actually in the Epstein files. And if he is, then there's another level of complexity there that we hadn't even thought of in the first place. So there's wheels within wheels with all this at the moment. And so much of Trump's motivation is based upon keeping the Epstein file problem down and stopping it overwhelming him and his government. But it is so. It is overwhelming them. So I see Trump lashing out and doing more strange things in the coming weeks than he's done before.
Yes, indeed it is. We will be eyeing that. Thank you very much, Mr. Grant, for sharing that. Please stay with us as we come back to you. Now, moving on, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte